Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Moa, aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we are going to have a look at the roundup of the Christmas Advent calendar. I know it's a little bit delayed, I'm sorry about that, but for those of you who are interested, I have picked 5 drams, so I'm going to have a little sip and a quick kind of comparison taste of them, and then let you know which one of these 5 that was my favourite, and therefore also the favourite of the whole calendar. Thank you for watching along. It's been a lot of fun actually, and those kind of blind tastings are really interesting, and it's nice that I kind of feel safe to do it in this community that we have here, because I never feel like anyone's judging me. I mean, it's hard to do blind tastings and I know that as well, so they're quite interesting, and it is funny how your senses sometimes can miss something that usually is so obvious, like peat, for example. But I would also love to hear if you have been drinking along with the calendar, and I know some of you have, and it's been so much fun to see that someone else is actually trying the same ones as me. So please let me know in the comments below which one was your favourite, if you can choose one, or choose 2 or 3, or which ones that surprised you the most. But the ones that I have picked, you've already seen, so it's the Talisker 10, the Mackmyra Svensk Ek, the Shackleton, the More Like 12, and the Goldrins. And what's quite interesting is I haven't retried these since I did them for the review, but these are the ones from memory that stood out a little bit more, so let's try them. Let's start with trusty old Talisker, my whiskey of the year. But today I'm getting quite a lot of peat on the nose on this. Yeah, quite coastal today. Just enough peat to really have a lovely flavour. I do think that's a great dram. Nice. Okay, Mackmyra. This one just has such an interesting baked nose. And baked palate. I have a here in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, that one is interesting. It just has something foreign about it, but really interesting flavours. And the Shackleton. Shackleton is interesting because I remember not really knowing where to place it. And I do wonder. I mean, it's a blended Scotch malt whiskey. It does also have like quite a fresh character to it, which I like. Am I saying the same things for all of these now? Let's try More Like 12. More Like's definitely different from the others. It's a little bit woodier. It's almost like grittier, a little bit meatier. And the Goldrins. So 2 blended malts and 3 single malts. 4 Scottish and 1 Swedish. The Goldrins just has a bit of a sweeter touch than the others don't have. I don't really know how to do this. Spontaneously, they're all different. So the Talisker is quite coastal, which I really like. That soft touch of peat, it's just all coming together, and I think it's a great dram. The Mackmyra is a bit foreign and different and interesting and quite exciting, and it has that baked, desserty kind of tone without being too sweet. The Shackleton is just kind of classic flavours but packaged really, really nicely. And then the Mortlach is heavier, a little bit woodier and meatier. I know meaty is a go-to word with Mortlach, so I was trying to avoid it, but it just has something that is very well described as meaty. And then the Gauldrons has a bit more sweetness. Let's try Shackleton again. I'm thinking I'm just going to eliminate one by one. I love the balance in the Shackleton, even though it's not super exciting in characters because there's nothing really that stands out. But the balance of it, I really just appreciate that. And the Gauldron's sweet, but it also has a bitter note underneath, which I'm a tiny bit hesitant against just because I'm now nitpicking things. But you can also need it with the sweetness, not to overwhelm either way. Let's see, more luck. Also think that's a good dram. It's just a tad too woody, which is why I'm wondering if, because I remember liking the more, like I said, the 16, and I think that's just shaved off the edges of that woodiness, which makes it a stunning dram. Let's try the Macmillan again. I'm starting to make up my mind a little bit. That one's just so interesting because it's so different, and it really stands out in a lineup of Scotch whiskies. I think the balances are good in that one. It's not too woody either. I'm already leaning towards the Talisker and the Macmillan in the top. And this is a Talisker. Yes, so the problem is, I think I've made up my mind. I really like Talisker, and today, I'm going on my mood today, of course. Today Talisker is my number one. I just really like it. Macmillan's number two, because it's interesting, has good balance, like the flavours, and it's interesting. So it just stands out, which is quite fun, because that's a Macmillan I haven't tried that much of. So glad I liked it in a blind tasting as well. Out of the other three, this is where I'm struggling, because I obviously don't want to put one last, and it's not the last, it's just in the fifth best of all these 24. Let's try the Shackleton again, because I just think I like the balance in that. Maybe Talisker 10 first, followed by the Macmillan, followed by Gauldrons, Shackleton, and then Mortlach 12. The Mortlach was just a little bit too woody for me today. And I think I appreciate the balance of the Shackleton and the Gauldrons. I love that sweetness. So I think that's the way it is. But I would love to hear your thoughts. Did any of my top 5 make it into your top 5? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Maybe Mortlach's your favourite. I mean, I really would like to do a review of the Mortlach 16 or 21. But yeah, they're just a little bit too spinny for me at the moment. But I hope you've liked this video. Sorry for it being a little bit delayed. And I hope to see you in the next one. Sláinte Skål.